With only a few more months left until the full release of the JoJo's Bizarre Adventure live-action film, just yesterday we were teased with what I assume to be the film's last teaser trailer, revealing the one thing that everyone has wanted to see and has been questioning from the film's first announcement. What will stands look like in live action? So without further ado, let's get into this trailer. We start off with some familiar shots looking over Morio and seeing Josuke's full body, but quickly switching to the first glimpse of Crazy Diamond as it begins to manifest out of Josuke's fist clenched in anger. I really like the way that the stand actually materializes, starting as intangible misty particles but quickly uniforming into a solid recognizable fist, but still retaining a ghostly transparent stand-like appearance. As for this rendition of Crazy Diamond's appearance in comparison to the anime and manga Crazy Diamond we are familiar with, I think the CG Crazy Diamond's fist does a good job of keeping the stand's exoskeleton-like appearance, especially around the hands, but as for the stand's skin layer, unlike the smooth matte bubblegum pink that we are used to, this live-action Crazy Diamond seems to have a textured skin material, almost like a pink carbon fiber. Maybe this is to add to the stand's mechanical-like appearance or to give it a more realistic look. But moving on to the next scene, we return to Josuke's encounter with some punk kids, but this time we actually see Josuke use Crazy Diamond with a semi-full body shot. It's really too fast to make anything out even when frame by frame because of the motion blur, but I think that's the point. To show us the stand's full body in motion, but to hide the details. And shortly after, we actually see Crazy Diamond come in contact with someone, punching them in the face, and it looks alright. And we also see its restoration ability in its simplest form with no CG effects, just all the blood simply disappearing as Josuke walks by, but I'm sure at some point in the film, we will see this effect visualized to a greater extent when healing Okuyasu, Koichi, or even Grandpa Higashikata. We then see some shots of Josuke and Koichi's school life, giving us a good look at how character interactions will feel, and from the multiple trailers, it looks like standard live action, with most of the character interactions feeling unnatural and awkward. Or I might just be getting that feeling seeing people in above average JoJo cosplays talking to each other. But for now, let's just stay focused on the stands revealed in this trailer, as we already have a pretty good idea of what arcs the film will cover from the previous trailers. And in the next scene, holy shit, Jotaro stops time. Unfortunately, that sound effect wasn't in the trailer. I had to add it in post, but let's just hope that they keep the same stop time sound effect, considering the visual effect is near identical to the animes. Also, this scene appears to be when Jotaro and Josuke are fighting Aqua Necklace inside, but Jotaro never actually stopped time during the fight with Aqua Necklace. So this just shows that the fights and arcs are not going to follow the source material 100%, and as I've said before, I'm okay with that. I mean, we have already read and watched Diamond is Unbreakable about the same exact way, so why not let the film have some liberties with the source material and change things up a bit? Who knows, it may even make for some interesting fights, similar to how the Part 3 OVA would completely change fights and make them debatably more enjoyable. On to the next notable scene in the trailer, we see a full body shot of Aqua Necklace, and for what it is, it looks fine, but of course clearly CG, but soon enough we will see a better look at the stand close up. On to more shots of non-canon material like Angelo and Keicho eating dinner in what appears to be a room of the Nijimura house that isn't completely destroyed, or maybe even there in public. Probably not though, as Angelo clearly is using Aqua Necklace. Then we have Okuyasu looking as terrible as ever, but luckily not for long, as we switch to another shot of Crazy Diamond's hand breaking the bottle that he trapped Aqua Necklace inside of, and this whole shot looks very unnatural as a CG hand is breaking a CG bottle. In the next shot, we see Tomoko's actress looking just as good as her manga and anime counterparts. I just wish they showed Josuke punching a hole through her stomach. We continue to see a bunch of quick cuts between scenes of the Aqua Necklace fight, and a few times we actually see it close up, and I really don't think it looks that bad. I might even say it looks good, especially in its full physical form. Oh, and we also saw Grandpa Higashikata die, which seems to be changed quite a bit from the anime and manga. Originally, he was in his police uniform, and he was attacked at the brain, causing hemorrhaging of the eyes and mouth, but in the trailer, he has a wound on his stomach, and I don't see any reason to change his outfit, so maybe they changed his character a little bit or his occupation in the film. Like I mentioned before, we now see a better visualization of Crazy Diamond's healing, as it looks like he is healing Grandpa Higashikata with Misty Stand energy, very similar to the anime. So after various quick cuts of the Aqua Necklace fight, we now see a new stand, Bad Company, which actually looks very good. I love the way they portrayed Bad Company, making each tank and soldier solid objects more so than Crazy Diamond, which is literally a punching ghost. And for some reason, Bad Company company actually looks pretty scary, even though we don't actually see it attack, only just a short glimpse of it, but I could just imagine all of those things coming towards me could cause some anxiety. And the last stand to be teased is Okuyasu's The Hand, and we don't even see it, just a bit of its effect visualized in an aura coming from Okuyasu. But seeing how they did Crazy Diamond, I have a bit more confidence for future stands appearances like The Hand and Star Platinum. So on to the last scenes of the trailer. We are shown some action shots of Crazy Diamond going for an attack, an explosion from Bad Company, and lastly, a somewhat full body shot of Crazy Diamond. Definitely the most clear look at the stand throughout the whole trailer, and honestly it looks much better than what I expected. But that's not to say it looks amazing. I've never been a fan of live action, and I don't really think anime and manga translates well to live action, but I can't complain about new JoJo content, so we should just take what we can get. I suppose any sort of JoJo live action is better than nothing. So from how Crazy Diamond looks in this shot, which is actually pretty good, I doubt it will be common in the film for stands to have their full appearances shown for more than a few seconds, as I expect it to be more fast motion blur sequences of the stands quickly attacking and then disappearing, to make stands a visual aspect of the film, but to avoid having them be high detail. And with that last appearance of Josuke and Crazy Diamond concludes the trailer. The full movie will be releasing soon enough, so for now, we just have to wait and see how this whole thing unfolds. I just wish we could get a Rohan OVA trailer sometime before it officially releases. And as for live action stands, better than I expected, but still live action CG. Let me know how you guys feel about the stands appearances and also what you're looking forward to the most out of the film. For me, it has to be Star Platinum The World. Anyways guys, like the video if I fought your boredom or if you just enjoyed, and of course subscribe for more videos. Hopefully the next time I make a video about this movie is when it's fully released. So thank you all for watching, and I hope you enjoyed.
Do you remember the 21st night, September?